for that?
Okay, so kind of using the picture A as a guide, though, I had told you that's the base of the sulcus there. And that's, I kind of made it white. That's your enamel space that doesn't take up the stain. Okay, let me just, I'm getting different messages. Do you want to do B in boy and D as in dog? Or just D as in dog?
Just D as in dog.
Okay, okay. So this just shows all the different fiber groups separately. And picture A, picture B, and picture D show the individual subgroups of the dentogingival fibers. So A, B, and F are the dentogingival fibers. So if I'm just drawing in the cementum of the tooth, all of them go from the cementum to the tooth. And so these go up into the dense reticular layer of the lamina propria of the free gingiva. These go to the dense reticular portion of the lamina propria of the attached gingiva. And then the dentoperiosteal, they go from the cementum, they go through the attached gingiva, but then they actually attach on the buccal or the lingual of the periosteum of the alveolar bone. A periosteum is just a fibrous covering that's actually on the bone in a live person. It's just going to be like from the buccal or the lingual view that it covers the mandible and the maxilla. So these fibers would go onto that periosteum area. So those are all the dentogingival fibers. That are shown in the picture on the next page, letter E, on the actual slide. So notice I have the purple line for the cementum. So those are all dentogingival fibers. They attach on the cementum and form part of that dentogingival junction. Again, here's the junctional epithelium. The dentogingival fibers always attach apical on the cementum to that to that junctional epithelium. Okay, and then in letter C, I'm just drawing the periosteum of the alveolar bone covering on this buccal lingual view. But at the crest, which is right here, the alveolar crest, I have fibers that go out into the gingiva. So from the crest out into the lamina propria of the gingiva are the alveolo-gingival fibers. So between these red dentogingival fibers and pink alveolo-gingival fibers, I have immovable, stable, attached gingiva. It doesn't budge because I have attachment of the dentogingival fibers and I have attachment of the alveolo-gingival fibers. Okay, so I'm just going to say this is a buccal view right here. And on this buccal view, I would there's not a letter for this. I'll just make up a new one, letter G. Okay, so on the buccal gingiva or the lingual gingiva, I'm going to have those periosteal gingival fibers attaching too. That make the gingiva immovable. And then if you just think of a rope traveling through, encircling the tooth within the gingiva, we have the circular fibers. You know, if these were drawn going all the way around a tooth, they would look like that, but we're just seeing them in cross section right here. It's just like one little cut of that rope. Those are, that letter D is showing you the circular fibers. So we just see them like this in cross section. But just think of a rope that you're seeing that in cross section. And then finally, this shows letter E shows two adjacent teeth. So again, I'm just going to color in the cementum and crossing the bone in between the teeth, the interdental septum, are the transeptals right here. So they attach one area of cementum to the next tooth, the other. So E is the transeptal. Okay, sorry if I went too fast with that. I was just, reviewing them from the other, before I went to the lab sheet from the other picture. Is that clearer now?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. All right, good, thumbs up.
For illustration F, what did we say it was attached to? Cementum?
On picture F?
Yes.
Yeah, picture F is an actual slide of picture E on this illustration. So if I wish these little labels would just stay where they are, but they just move with the whole thing. Okay. So picture F, that's just showing you that, like, here's on one side, here's one tooth right here. Here's another tooth. Here's your interdental septum, your bone in between the teeth. And the dark purple is the cementum on the root. and it's just, it goes all the way down here, of course. And this is just showing how those fibers across the septum area and attach to the cementum of the next tooth. So this just keeps these teeth, like this, it keeps them like upright and straight. It's just like a little brace holding them in proper alignment there. And so, you know, where the arrows are pointing, it's that, again, these are always going to attach to cementum. So then just going back to this picture, all the fibers that are already shown are the dentogingival fibers. Free, the attached, and the dentoperiosteal. See how they're all attached to the cementum right there. And then we just get right into the periodontal ligament if I just keep the pencil going down. For the other fiber groups, I could draw in some alveolo-gingival fibers in there. I could draw in, forgot what color I used, but circular fibers in cross section. And then finally, my periosteal gingival fibers would be in this area. Okay, any other questions? The transeptal's not shown on here because this is, they'd be coming straight out from the cementum here to the next tooth that would be in front of it, or also that could be in the tooth behind it.
Ms. Myers, I'm gonna wait till everyone logs off so I can ask you my question.
Okay, all right.